What an incredible, dramatic day. Watford gave it a go. They had a terrible start, of course, at Arsenal, but they lost 3-2 at the FA Cup finalists. Brighton winning their last game away from home at Burnley by 2-1. No problems for Chelsea. They only needed a point, 2 first-half goals, Mason Mount and Olivier Giroud. They finish in the top 4 in Frank Lampard's first Premier League season in charge. Wolves didn't secure 6th position with that defeat. That goes to Tottenham, even though they didn't beat Palace. Harry Kane's goal cancelled out in the second half, but a point enough for Jose Mourinho to lead Tottenham into some form of guaranteed European competition the next season. Remember, Wolves now have to hope that Chelsea win the FA Cup and they will join them. We've seen those scenes at Goodison. Bournemouth win, but are still down. Manchester United win at Leicester, so Leicester miss out on the Champions League. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer leads United back into it. A 5-star show from Manchester City in David Silva's last Premier League game against the already relegated bottom club Norwich. Liverpool were behind at Newcastle, but they came back comfortably in the second half to record a 32nd league win of their title-winning campaign. Danny Ings scored again for Southampton. 3-1, they beat Sheffield United at St Mary's. And the all-important point for Aston Villa, 10 from the last 12 away at West Ham. They are safe and they will be playing Premier League football again next season. So just for confirmation then, along with Norwich, who we already knew were relegated today, unfortunately, the letter R next to Watford and Bournemouth. Their 5-year stay in the top flight is over. It is Aston Villa who survive by 1 point. Everton actually, courtesy of that defeat as well, finish in the bottom half of the table. So those all-important 3rd and 4th spots go to Manchester United and Chelsea. They both finish on 66 points. They are in the Champions League next season. Leicester and now Spurs are in the Europa League. And as I say, a reminder that Wolves will be as well if Chelsea win the FA Cup. Arsenal finish in 8th, their lowest position in 20 years. A top-half finish for both Sheffield United and for Burnley. All the reaction to come. Manchester United and Chelsea are in the Champions League. That's the important sentence as far as they're concerned. Those managers know it, and they've made it. And then the other side of the anguish down at the bottom.
Ollie, congratulations. You've always said that Manchester United belong in the Champions League, but what sort of achievement now? How did you do it?
I think these boys are looking more and more like a Man United team, the Man United way. You play with no fear, you go for it. Today, of course, we could have sat back and just rested and tried to get a draw, but that's not in our genes. It's not in the DNA of the club, so just gone for it.
Champions League qualification, what does that change now for you?
No, for this team, it's of course it means better opposition next year and bigger games, and we need to step it up. Definitely, because that means every midweek when we have Champions League, you've got to go with your best team. It's not like it up. Definitely, because that means every midweek when we have Champions League, you've got to go with your best team. It's not like this season we've had Europa League where we could have rested players and given amount of minutes for.
Very great achievement. You know, the run that they've gone on fully deserved to be in the Champions League. And you want to see Man United in the Champions League, whether you support them or not, because you want to see the big teams in the Champions League. That's what it's all about. And I must say, Fernandes was the turning point. You know, once you signed him, you know, Mo touched on it, gone from a team who were brilliant at counter-attacking to actually a team that you had a player now who played in between the lines in the pockets, who could break down teams who would come and defend. And the form of Mason Greenwood and Martial, to be fair. So, no, he deserves everything. The plaudits he's going to get, Ollie, because it's been a tremendous run.
Top 3 for Manchester United. Let's talk to another one of your former teammates. Peter Schmeichel has been watching on with interest. Good to see you, Peter. United back in the Champions League. What kind of job has Ollie done to get that?
No, I said permanently. He said, "I've got a plan." He's stuck to that. He's tucked into the academy. He's used players that were already in the club. He wasn't looking to sign players just for the sake of signing players. He did his 3 transfers in the summer. I thought they were brilliant. And he's I think the storm that he was facing sort of midway through the season. I think he was riding that fantastic well, and he's come out a smash. I think what he's done is absolutely fantastic.
And Peter, obviously divided loyalties today because Kasper hasn't got the Champions League, but the season Leicester have had, if it said to you before a ball was kicked, they'd finish top 5.
Yeah. I told you that, you know. I told Bournemouth right, and I've got Leicester right of all the teams, which so weird. But even to finish 5th, the disappointment is that they've sat in the top 4 for so long. I think with the lockdown and what happened, everyone got their players fit. Leicester is just in that next bracket of how strong the whole squad is. And of course, for Leicester, and it's no excuse whatsoever, but for Leicester to get injuries to keep players like Maddison and Chilwell, who, you know, would start every game that Leicester plays, it's too much for a narrow squad like that. I think Brendan, he's got every reason to be proud of his players. I think they've done tremendously well. I think it's a great opportunity for them in the Europa League. But I also think that in this period, he's learned a lot about his players. So I think he's clear about what he needs to do in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks or whatever. How long is the transfer window now? 4 weeks, 5 weeks? But anyway, he knows precisely what he needs to do.
Good to talk to you again, Peter. Thank you very much indeed. So Manchester United and Chelsea, big winners today.
Yeah, thanks, Sully. Well, I've just got my phone out just to have a look at some social media reaction. Luke, I'm going to read out some tweets and then we can react to those. We've got one from AK who said, "We did it. We have gone unbeaten in the last 14 Premier League games and have overtaken both Chelsea and Leicester on the last day. Now we challenge for the Premier League next season. This team is on the up. What a feeling." And then we've also got Cantona at best. He's put, "I have dropped someone off, so been in my car for most of the second half. I could not take the stress." But we are there. Well done, everyone. Thank you, Ollie, his staff, the players and everyone at Manchester United, finishing 3rd after such a bad start. Magnificent and huge achievement. It's true, though, isn't it?
It's a great achievement. I think a lot of Manchester United fans would have woke up this morning really nervous about a huge game, and they're all going to be going to bed tonight. All European football is the Champions League. The club's in it now, and it's a huge sigh of relief, really. And like you mentioned, a great achievement, and the fans are tweeting in the same.
Yeah, the fans are certainly happy. Luke, what will this mean for Ollie, though, as a manager, to have secured that 3rd place spot, to be a little bit more sort of free playing in the Europa League as well, because they know that they're already in the Champions League next season? What will that mean for him?
I think it'll give him a huge amount of confidence to kick on again now. Obviously, like you said, they've got a bit of not a free hit because it's an exceptional opportunity to win silverware this year, but next year he is a manager that's got us back into the Champions League, and now the next step is competing for the title. And if we can make a few signings, which is going to help having Champions League football, who's to say we can't be thereabouts next season?
Yeah, we've obviously got the Europa League coming up in a couple of days' time. How do you see that going for us? Because we've got Lask at home, and then obviously the next
year we'll get into the little mini tournament, and then it's something different, something new, and you can come away at the end of the week as the Europa League champions, as we achieved a couple of years ago. So it's a great opportunity for silverware, and I hope the lads can do it. Yeah,
and a push for the Premier League title next season as well. There's lots of talk about Manchester United being back in that mix, and it's been so long, hasn't it, since we've been able to really be contenders in the league. But we've come off this 14 games unbeaten in the league. That must give the players a huge boost coming into the season, because we don't really have that much of a break, do we? So the momentum could keep going.
Yeah, I think the word you use there, momentum, is so important in football. When you build momentum, it gives you that confidence to carry on. And with a short break, back into it, a couple of signings that, again, talked about, the likes of Jadon Sancho, world-class players that will add to an already exciting young squad. I think we were the youngest squad in the Premier League the last few games of the season, which obviously has to bode well for the future.
Yeah, OK, well, we'll be back with Luke shortly. But first, let's head back over to the King Power Stadium, where Stuart is joined by Victor Lindelof.
Victor, well done. Job done today, yeah? Thank you, yeah. It was a tough game. We didn't, play our best game, but we showed strength as a team, to come here and to win 2-0 against a strong team like Leicester. So job done, and we're back in the Champions League, and that's always been our goal this season that was after the break to get that Champions League spot, and we achieved that.
I think it's like 14 unbeaten run in the Premier League since
we press as a team, and we attack as a attack as a team and defend as a team. So I think we always do everything together. I think that's been the main key, for the unbeaten run, and I think everyone knows exactly what they're supposed to do on the pitch, and if you know that, then everything is easier. Then obviously we have some really good attackers as well that's been performing, and I think as a defensive unit as well with David, we've been having some really good games as well.
And Bruno's got 10 goals now in that run. He had to wait a long time to take that penalty, but you didn't have any doubts, did you? That he'd
No, I was quite confident when I saw that it was a penalty. He's a great penalty taker, and I think he knew right away where he wanted to put the ball, and so yeah, I wasn't nervous at all.
And everybody piled on to Jesse.
For him to do that was also a very good moment. So I think everyone was very happy for that.
I think the manager has said at the start of the season he wanted United to be more mentally and physically robust and resilient. Did we see that today?
I think so, yeah. Like I said, we didn't perform at our highest level, but still we went out there and we fought as a team, and we won tackles, and I think we were mentally strong today. And I think the results show that 2-0, and yeah, another clean sheet.
United are associated with the Champions League in their history. For you as a player, what does it mean to play in the top competition?
Yeah, when you play for this club, you should always play the Champions League, as a minimum. And now we're back in the Champions League, and we have to do that. We have one trophy left to win this season, and that should always be the mentality, to win trophies. We achieved our goal to be back in the Champions League, and now we have another one to win, in the Europa League.
And arguably the pressure is a little bit off on that now, but we're already in the Champions League rather than having to win the Europa League. So now, is that silverware that we can really target in Germany next month?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, it's a trophy to win, and at this club we should always be aiming for trophies. So it's a great opportunity for us, and to secure the Champions League spot today, I think it gives all the players a little bit more calm, and I think we can really go to Germany, and we have a game against Germany, and we have a game against Lask at home, but after that, if we win, we can travel to Germany and really perform at a good level.
Congratulations. Well
Thank
done,
you so much.
All the
Thank
best.
you.
Take care.
Care.